is on the verge of success. Soon, peace and order will be restored throughout the galaxy. Even now, our capable forces, led by Darth Vader, are striking back at the rebel insurgents.
The rebels are unprepared for our attack. Signal Vice Admiral Thrawn to launch his TIE squadrons immediately.
This rebel stronghold has no hope of escape. Commence the attack.
Yes, sir.
Departing. Shuttle Grigor, get moving and join the other transports. We don't want to be kept waiting. Don't worry about your laser system not working. You probably won't need it anyway.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call foreshadowing. Anyways, ladies and gents, welcome to my playthrough of Star Wars TIE Fighter Total Conversion Reimagined mod. So, what is TFTC? Well, TFTC, or TIE Fighter Total Conversion, is a remake of 1994's TIE Fighter, mission for mission in exact detail, inside of 1999's X-Wing Alliance engine, but a heavily modified version of it that's been kept alive by modders for the last 2 decades, that include better graphics, better physics, track IR support, full HOTAS support, and even VR support. We're playing with track IR here today. Now, X-Wing...
Nice of you to join us finally. Let's move out. All ships set course for Commodore and stay in formation. Gonna miss this place.
Lambda has nothing on the actual dash, which sucks.
Couldn't get away from here fast enough if you ask me. Can't wait to show these rebels what real piloting is all about.
So...
kidding. You're probably going to get scragged in your first mission. Cut the chatter. Rebel pilots might play it fast and loose with their comms, but the Imperial Navy actually has standards. So keep it professional, or your career ends before it starts.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
We're at the hyperbuoy. Initiating jump.
And into hyperspace we go. This is so cool.
Jump completed. All ships stay in close formation. Reduce speed to 70% and await further instructions.
So for those of you who may have played 1994's TIE Fighter who think this mission looks a little bit unusual, they don't remember it, it's because this is the Reimagined mod. So after completing all 13 campaigns...
into arriving shuttles and transports.
Please submit your authorization codes and flight plans.
including all of the expansion packs for TIE Fighter.
Acknowledged, Hyperion. Transmitting now.
The developer Angel created a Reimagined mod, which is what we're in now. It's what TIE Fighter would have looked like, at least in his opinion, should the limitations of the technology of 1994 have not have been a thing. So the battles are bigger, there's a few extra missions in between, there are significantly more ships and more assets, as you can see.
Been a pleasure, but here is where we part ways.
All of the dialogue has been redone and re-recorded. So the original mission dialogue has been re-recorded by new voice actors, and new dialogue has been recorded for additional missions. And there have been a crap ton of new ships added in. So new ships, new ship types, new weapon systems, the works. It's just a reimagined version of the original TIE Fighter.
Do you see that?
Rebel terrorists.
Alert! New contacts coming in. They're X-Wings. We're being targeted. Shuttle Grigor, you've got incoming torpedoes.
Incoming
Use your
missile.
flares on
There
the
it
south
is.
to shoot them down.
Oh, that was close. And we couldn't dodge the second one, but we're alive. I've played through the start of this mission before. God, this thing flies like a bus. Just to test it out, and that is a really harsh attack. Two torpedoes straight off the back.
Now.
There you are.
Those X-Wings are just tearing through the transport.
And he took the
I
chaff.
can barely keep up with them. Confirms they moved on. Friendly fighters are engaging. Shuttle Grigor, if you still have any missiles left, target the X-Wing.
God, they've done a good job of this. I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to realise that this is a game engine from 1999. Check out the debris field.
All those people.
Rebels be damned. I'll make those terrorist scum pay for this.
Rebel scum.
Enough. The enemy attack has been dispersed. The Hyperion has given us clearance to continue our mission. Move out.
Alright, so that's our boy out of here.
Shuttles Grigor and Levar and Transport Cribble head to the hyperbuoy. Coordinates for the Javin sector have been entered.
Yep, heading for boy D34. And to our new home system. For the moment.
This is our assignment? The middle of nowhere?
Silence. We have our orders. You will carry them out.
Yes, sir.
This is Outpost D34 to arriving ships. We've been expecting you. Proceed to dock in Hangar 1, indicated by the blue force field.
Right, so as mentioned, I am playing this with Track AR. I'm also playing this with a Virpil throttle and stick. So I'm playing with the flight sim gear that I would use for DCS. It's a little awkward to bind the buttons. You've got to use an external program that's part of the mod to do it. But it does support full modern flight controls. So you can play this with whatever the best gear you have. Alternatively, you can play this all the way down to just using the keyboard or even a game controller if you want to. So you don't have to have the best gear, but The mod will allow you to utilize it if you happen to have it.
Well done, pilot. Despite being in a near defenseless craft, you managed to evade hostile fire long enough for our forces to engage and disperse the terrorist rebel attack. However, this just goes to show you can never be too careful out there, as your career was almost cut short before it even properly began, if not for your quick thinking and expertly honed reflexes.
Alright, so this is the actual remake of Mission 1, or the reimagined remake of Mission 1 from the original TIE Fighter.
After the destruction of the Rebels' base on Hoth, we've been experiencing a significant increase in freighter traffic around our outpost D-34. As a result, we will be increasing our patrols around the station, inspecting any and all unknown craft as they enter the area. To accomplish this, target each freighter and transport, then fly close enough for your ship's sensors to determine what cargo the vessel has on board. During inspections, slow your craft down and be extra careful to avoid colliding with one of the large freighters. Your small TIE fighter cannot survive this type of collision. Should you find any suspicious cargo, we will immediately dispatch transports to disable and board the offending vessel. For this mission, you will be assigned with a TIE fighter squadron designated Alpha Group, specifically Alpha 2. TIE Squadrons Beta and Gamma will provide additional support. The modified Corvette Juno will also be on close patrol around the station. Should we come under attack, TIE Interceptor Squadron Delta will remain on standby for a reinforcement request.
Okay.
TIE fighters from Alpha, Beta and Gamma squadrons will be out on patrol around outpost D-34. Your mission is to inspect all cargo-carrying vessels as they pass by our station. We are on the lookout for rebel forces that are fleeing from their base on Hoth.
Alright, so welcome to the cockpit of the TIE LN. So, they've gone with part of the expanded universe concept here, where the inside of the ball for the TIE cockpit actually has a bunch of screens that show the outside without the solar panels getting in the way, along with the slits in the roof that are near the entry hatch for you to be able to view out. Small freeze during loading there. Which actually fits in quite well, because the original TIE Fighter, you didn't use the option very often.
They are entering the area near buoy B-18.
Freighters requesting permission to pass through this sector.
TIE Fighter Alpha 2, inspect all craft.
Transports requesting permission to pass through this sector.
I think that's the original audio, actually. Just power through to the engine so you can start getting scanning. The biggest thing with this mission is speed. You've got to be able to scan all of the ships faster than any of them can enter hyperspace, because they're only here for a small period, and find the contraband. Space yacht. That one's the one with the rebels. Alright, so we'll scan everything else and then we'll come back and knock out its shields.
Warning. Illegal cargo detected on one of the freighters. Transport Sigma is being dispatched to board the freighter.
It's amazing. You know, I played through the entirety of Star Wars Squadrons, and Squadrons, the way the ships flew, still doesn't feel as good as it does in this. It's not just Squadrons was a crap game. They just didn't get the feel right. Ever.
Alert. Rebel starfighters have entered the area. Destroy them. Alpha 2, help the transport weaken the freighter's shield.
Yeah, I'm already on it.
Primary target update. Their shields are up.
Right. Scanned. Should probably deal with you first.
Vision 4, responding to your distress call.
Flash 1. Report on primary target. They have been disabled.
Wow!
Right.
Whoa! Whoa!
That's what I
Alpha
was
2,
after.
there are some new craft to inspect.
Got him!
Primary target update. They have been captured.
Whoa! Another bandit down.
Woo!
Two.
Protect the captured freighter.
Alright, they're all good.
Oh no! We've lost one.
Those engines and parts of that freighter. Scan all of those.
Another bandit down.
Clear.
Another bandit down.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to scan every
Whoa.
section of this. Oh, somebody got popped. And the shots are green and red, just flickering against the star field. That looks
Take 2.
that's
Attacking
great.
craft dead ahead.
Oh, I cannot wait to do
3.
bigger
I'm
battles
hit.
in
This
this.
is 3. I'm heavily damaged.
Ooh. Where are you? Cinder. That's a
All
the-
TIE fighters, beware of enemy shuttles. Illegal
narcotics.
narcotics detected on the Cinder.
Got him.
Transport Omega has been dispatched to border.
Monsters!
Yeah, that wasn't in the original game. That's a it's the ship that Amidala uses, the Royal Naboo transport that she uses in Revenge of the Sith, the one that gets blown up on the pad. I think it's Revenge of the Sith. Yes, that ship is newer than this mission design. So that's definitely part of the Reimagined mod. That'll be one of the new ships.
Got it.
Cinder will get taken down. Have 1300 freighter. Pretty sure there's 2 of those. Still got Z95s out there. Just trying to keep myself clear of the fighting as we're flicking through to try and find. We haven't got our mission completion peg yet, so we're missing something. to scan every single individual part of this, including the joining sections? There it is. We have a YT1300 we missed. I thought there was a second one. Looks like we're missing a couple of other transports as well. These must be the new arrivals.
Primary target update. Their shields are out. They have been destroyed.
One's 5 destroyed, so it looks like they're destroying the rest of the fleet that was carrying all the bunch of freighters that were carrying the rebels. Which makes sense. Machinery. There's the second one. I'm not really seeing much else here.
Report on primary target. Their hull is damaged.
Yeah, looks like I got the YT1300s just in time. All too close to the engines.
Good work. The second wave of
There
freighters
it
was
is.
inspected. More importantly, we have captured the rebel freighter.
Alright, that's the mission completion. This is really cool. I like this. I like this a lot.
You have discovered a freighter full of rebels trying to escape from their base on Hoth. Excellent work. As we expected, fleeing rebels are trying to sneak through this sector. The interrogation of these prisoners should help us in tracking more of them down.
Right. Back to concourse, so we can activate our next mission. Although, first... Alright, so this didn't exist in the original TIE Fighter. This exists because we're using the X-Wing Alliance engine for this mod. So, X-Wing Alliance had a thing where you could collect trinkets off missions that would decorate your quarters based on missions that you've completed. This was never a thing in the original TIE Fighter. In the original TIE Fighter, you had the secret order missions. So you had a dark-robed man you'd speak to who'd give you bonus missions. Well, in this, all of those bonus missions are now part of the main requirement missions in order to complete any mission, because there was no character interactions, so they don't exist. But what you get instead is this. So as you complete missions, your quarters are going to become more and more decorated. It'll keep up details of ships lost in training, ships shot down, missions completed, and you'll also get these little emails that will pop up that sort of tell a background story that's going on between you and other people on board your ship and in your deployments. So sometimes there'll be little things like this, just like a warning message, the kind of stuff you would get in any kind of environment where you're working, I guess, and sometimes it'll be personal messages that will pop up, which is, it's pretty cool, and these are all created specifically for this mod, so yeah, very cool. Anyways, ladies and gents, I'm going to bring this one to a close. Now, I'm going to put some links in the video description down below for the TFTC Discord, where you'll find all the instructions to be able to install this and whatever the latest version of the mod is. The Reimagined mod at this point is not completed. That's only half of the campaigns are done, which is still like 25 or 30 missions in total. There is more to be done, and it's supposed to be released at some point this year. So I'm sure by the time we get to the part where I'm completing all the missions that have been done, the mod's probably going to have been updated. And yes, I intend to play through the entire thing because, as I said, this is really cool, and I fully recommend you give this a shot. And all you need is to have X-Wing Alliance on Steam or on GOG. Anyways, ladies and gents, hope you enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care.